professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, man. The Khadijah Brown story. You know, the young lady who shot her husband, who killed her husband over some petty argument that she created with her and her mother. That was on Facebook Live. When I saw and what was going on, I listened to it. You know, one of the biggest things that I thought about was, I'm glad that this is on live, because if it wasn't, she'd be free. Because, you know, all she would have done was talk to her mom. They had made up a story together that it was abusive and something was going on in his self-defense. The kids would have freaked out about, their dad getting killed, but then mama would have and grandmama would have manipulated the kids. You don't want your mama to go to jail. Don't know. You got to tell them that this happened. Don't tell them that that happened. Tell them that this happened. And the kids would have went with it, and mama would have been free. You know, um, I had my younger cousin died pretty much the same way. Girlfriend says come to the house because she wants to argue. He didn't want to argue. He goes to the house or whatever, come back to the house rather. Argument. She shoots him. And her kids was in the house, and kids cover for mom, you know. But there's some other things about this that I want to discuss. And one is this. For all you ladies out there who say y'all been in a toxic relationship or an abusive relationship, a lot of y'all don't want to say, that Facebook Live video is the abusive relationship you're talking about, where you create a problem, instigate a problem, create a fight, instigate a fight. And when a guy's trying to calm it down, you just gotta, I gotta just ramp it up. So if a guy is fighting you off of him, it becomes, I was in an abusive, toxic relationship. And people don't take that into consideration that, maybe she wasn't in an abusive relationship. Maybe she was an abuser who wouldn't let the person she was abusing walk away, because guys are stuck in a catch-22. If I'm leaving, you're trying to fight. If I push you off to try to fight, go to jail for domestic violence. And then, lose your job. You lose this. You're in a catch-22. So you're trying to figure out how to, get out of this touchy situation. The other thing, if you had listened to one of the things she said after she shot her husband, she's like, I don't want to go to jail. She wasn't sorry about killing her husband. She was sorry about the idea that she might go to jail. And piggybacking off of what I just said about, these fake abusive relationships, she never cared for his life in his show. Crimson Cure covered, basically the guy, what he did wasn't argument worthy. What he was doing wasn't argument worthy. It was just she was lazy. Her and her mother was lazy. And we've seen plenty of people like this who are lazy, and their way to cover up being lazy is to start an argument, or argue all the time, or nag all the time. Because as long as they're pointing the finger at you, all the time, you don't even have the time to point the finger at them and tell them what they're not doing. Or you got better stuff to do, you gotta go. So they just stalling for time to do nothing. But back to the original part of the topic, if it wasn't live, she'd be free. If it wasn't live streamed, she'd be free. And for a lot of you ladies, this is why guys don't like feminism and the feminism ideologies, because you become like with black men, you become a white supremacist. Like this is the I'm gonna get you arrested. This is the I'm gonna kick you out. This is the I'm gonna disrespect you. And if you say enough is enough, I cry victim, or I cry, or I do something and cry self defense. You know, because trust and believe. Um, the mother, quote unquote grandmother in this situation, she knew her daughter was a hothead. She knew that the situation wasn't that bad, but she helped egg it on. And when I say, and the reason I'm bringing that up is, you know, when everything went left, she wanted to act like, no, it's not what I want to do. And it's like, listen, nah, man, like you didn't know your daughter would take it that far, but when the fact that she pulled out a gun should have let you know something was a problem. So now, if I'm the father's family, I don't want you around the kids either. You know, because at the end of the day, you're not a good influence at all. Plus, you know, if it wasn't on live, she could say she wasn't even participating in the conversation. I was just minding my business would be the normal excuse. Not that I'm chirping the whole time, and your child is getting angrier and angrier, and y'all actually think that stupid stuff makes sense. But it would have made a whole lot of sense if it had not been on live. And for you ladies, I gotta say, see, stuff like this, you know, is too much of a general um, interaction with black women as a black man. Like when I saw that, I was like, normal. Normal for a woman to go off about something that's not real and create a big situation about it. And then when the situation goes too far, scream and, holler for Jesus and act like it's all good. It's normal. It's very, very normal. So, you know, what now? Seriously, what now? But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna take it.